My faith journey began on the lap of my maternal grandfather, James, who contracted multiple sclerosis in his late 40s and was homebound when I was a toddler, and therefore also in my own way homebound. I would scoot up on his lap and he would show me his holy cards of various saints, and he taught me how to say the Our Father and the Hail Mary. From about age 16 or 17, I was struggling with the idea that I may have had a vocation to the priesthood. I was an only child, and my father in particular was really looking forward to grandchildren. The second and probably more important reason was I was developing an increasingly close relationship with a young lady who is now my wife of 26 years. She called me and asked me a simple question. Look, Scott, I have to know, am I wasting my time? And it took me less than 30 seconds, I think, to say no. It happened to be that my early years in college were the early years of the Iranian Revolution. I matriculated as a freshman in September of 1979, and in early November of 1979, the hostages were taken at the U.S. Embassy in Tehran. And I was fascinated and confused because I was seeing all these very negative images of Muslims and Islam conveyed through the mass media. At the same time, I was taking my first course in Islamic studies, an introduction to Islam. And there was a huge disconnect between what I was learning in my course and what I was hearing in the mass media. And it was evident to me that what I was hearing in the mass media were a bunch of stereotypes that were extremely superficial, and that I really needed to learn more about these folks called Muslims and this religion called Islam. At the end of my college years, I had a stack of applications to law school on my desk. But my roommate asked me a very keen question. He said, "Do you want to be a lawyer?" And I almost immediately said, "No, I don't think so." He said, "So there, you see why I asked you the question." People ask all the time, "You're a Catholic? Then why are you interested in Islam?" Many Catholics ask that question. Many Muslims say, "You've been studying Islam all this time. You seem to have a fairly good grasp of it and an appreciation of the tradition. Why aren't you a Muslim?" God seems to be calling me to be a Catholic who continues on his journey of faith as a Catholic, but who understands that journey to be incredibly enriched by his encounter with people of other faiths, and particularly with Muslims. The great mystery is that that encounter and that dialogue doesn't threaten or erode faith. The great mystery is that it deepens it.